x minus 7 does not cross or touch the curve with the equation y equals 2px squared minus 6px plus 4p, where p is a constant. So, we're told that it doesn't cross or touch, but if it did touch or cross, then the x and the y coordinates would be the same at that point. So I could do simultaneous equations. So that's what I've done on my first step there. I have made this equal to here. So if it did intersect, then this here would be true. I've then subtracted the 3x from both sides, and I've added the 7 to both sides to make it equal to 0, because that's how I would solve this equation if I could. It's a quadratic equation, so my next step is I've just factorised the x out from here and here, which has left me with the minus 6p minus 3 here. So, if these lines did touch or intersect, then this equation here would have solutions. But we're told that it doesn't touch or cross, which means it doesn't have any solutions, which means that the discriminant of this equation must be less than 0. So, the b is my minus 6p minus 3. The a is the 2p. And the c is the 4p plus 7. And this question did ask us to show all of our working out, showing all of our steps, so you do need to have this less than 0 inequality on each line. Right, expanding these brackets here, we get the 36p squared plus 36p plus 9. Then expanding these brackets here, we get the minus 32p squared minus 56p. And again, that has to be less than 0. Then collecting up the like terms, we've got the 36p squared minus 32p squared is the 4p squared. The 36p minus the 56p is minus 20p. And then we've still got the plus 9 there. And that has to be less than 0. And that's what we needed to show for part A. Part B says to hence find the possible values of p. So again, this question said you did need to show all of your working out. So there does need to be some form of working out between the 4p squared minus 20p plus 9 and the half and the 9 over 2. You can't just stick it in your calculator. You need to factorise it like I have, or show the quadratic formula to show where these values come from. Anyway, once you've found the 1/2 from this bracket here, and the 9 over 2 from this bracket here, or you have found them from using the quadratic formula, once you've found those two values where the quadratic would equal 0, I'm then going to draw my graph, because I don't want to find when it's equal to 0, I want to find when it is less than 0, which is all of the values in between 1/2 and 9 over 2. So I've drawn my graph. I can see that if p is bigger than 1/2 or less than 9 over 2, then this quadratic will be less than 0, which means the discriminant will be less than 0, which means that that quadratic has no solutions, and it means that these two lines do not touch or cross.